Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwood alongside Brooks Monaghan. And Coach, you start off conference play on the road against two of the contenders year in and year out in the league. You hit them at a good time. Your team was really playing well. Two hard-fought wins, but you come away 2-0 in the league.
Very hard fought, for sure. The weekend was a grind. Probably wasn't our best soccer when it comes to pretty, but the kids grinded, and I can't say enough good things about the effort, the attitude in the two matches. And we knew going into it was going to be tough, but to come away with 6 points after a road trip like that, very, very, very pleased.
Get that first win over UCF, so you start out the road trip with the first win.
In both games, we did some very good things. We were without Percheski quite a bit. She plays a big role within our team. The conditions, kick off at 6. These girls have been playing a lot of. We've only played one day game, right? And that was against Omaha. So it was very hot going into it. But again, like I said, some very good things against Central Florida. Had to hold on at the end, and but we knew going into the weekend that we had to be very good, and that both teams were going to get their chances. And like I said, just very pleased, very happy with our kids and the overall effort that they put in. And now it's on to the next.
We've talked about how second games on road trips, a lot of times teams are just trying to find some energy. That was not the case Sunday because it's a rematch of the championship game last year, so there was a lot of energy, a huge game early on the first week of the conference season. You get a 2-1 win at USF. They really applied a lot of pressure. It allowed Elizabeth Boberg really to showcase how great she is.
Yeah, she came up big. And South Florida is a very possession-oriented team, and you look at every team differently, and every team has their strengths and maybe their weaknesses. And so you've got to be able to adapt to that. And like I said, with them being such a possession-oriented team, we knew that it was going to be tough to go toe-to-toe playing that style of soccer with our group. But we did what it took. It's at the end of the day, it's finding a way, and that's a sign of a good team. And being able to adjust, and whether you're missing a player or two, or the conditions, or what it may be, that's what's special about this group. And as I said, this was a grind, and there's not too many teams that visit the Floridas that walk away with 6 points.
They did a lot of controlling possession in that match on Sunday, but you did a nice job defensively of marking the ends.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yes, Caroline did a great job. Everybody has their gameplay. We are, a lot of the time, I've had many of teams where we take pride in the possession. I am a strong believer that's the way the game should be played. I give them credit. But when it came down to it, it comes down to scoring goals and not giving up goals. And we created probably the most chances in both games. Maybe we didn't control the run of play, but it doesn't matter. There's teams out there that have won Premier Leagues that sit back and then they counter. So it's finding a way, and that's what our kids have done, and hopefully we can continue to do.
Of course, both teams trying to mark the premier player. So Clara Avery able to come through big for you with 2 goals in that match.
Yeah, she was massive, and so happy for her because she's just a kid that just shows up every day, puts in the work, does everything you could ask, and to score in one of the biggest games of the season, I couldn't be more delighted for her.
You come away with a lot of awards this week. Claire gets Offensive Player of the Week, Moberg with her season-high 7 saves. Goalkeeper of the Week, Maya. Rookie of the Week, also on Top Doors Team of the Week. Caroline Duncan makes the honor roll.
Yeah, that's going to happen. That's showing, that's the league showing respect for the 2 opponents that we beat, and you watch if somebody goes there again and beats both teams, you're going to see their players. But these kids deserve these awards. They both, or all of them, had good weekends, but they're not the only ones. At the end of the day, the weekend, I don't even want to talk about one game or the other. It was just a collective team effort, and something I keep saying it over and over, but I'm extremely proud of this group. And getting into this weekend coming up, we want to get back more to our style of soccer, but still play with that grit, that passion that we played with, that it took to win these last 2 games. So if we can combine the both, that just makes us that much better.
I know probably for some people from the outside looking in, they probably think, oh, wow, you've got the two of the big contenders out of the way. Now you just move along for the rest of the season, and that's not the case. I don't think this team, with some of the youth, and you've talked about playing above maybe what their expectations were at the beginning of the season and their energy they bring, they're not going to be complacent whatsoever the rest of the way out.
You can't be. I mean, this team, anybody can beat anybody in this conference. We had that talk today. You know, you beat these two teams, and the target just keeps getting bigger and bigger on your back as it's an opportunity for whoever you play. So the minute you take your foot off the gas, the minute you take a break, that's when you get beat. And that was the message today at practice this morning. And you know, it's one game at a time, and UConn, we're focused on them right now. And you know, I say this a lot, and I really believe this, that we need to be at our best to get this result, and we're gonna have to do that. I mean, these two teams, obviously last year, but both teams, we were fortunate to get the result by 1 goal, I believe, and they're gonna be tight games.
All right. Well, you'll have UConn and Temple out at the Murphy Complex on the Park Avenue campus. I know it'll be good to be back at home.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach Brooks Monaghan. I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.